This is for cattle. Really. Hi, this is Nick George with Cosmetic Sharpening. Just gonna make a video on this Clipmaster. It's in fairly decent shape. It looks like the cord might be bad, maybe dull blade. We'll go to the table and diagnose it. So this is a cattle clipper. We're gonna diagnose it so it does not come on. The cord is bad, most likely. It looks pretty kinked. It could be the cord. It might be the armature. We could check the armature. If it doesn't turn on, then it's probably not the armature. So that's good. It's not the switch. I mean, it could be the switch, but we'll find out. Let's take it apart. So this is the inside of a Clipmaster. The brushes are good. I could most likely tell the armature is good, just because it would either be missing a post or one of these wires connected to the post would be broken. I do not see any. Doesn't mean there isn't, but so what we're gonna do is check power. We'll probably short across this to see if the cord works and the switch works. Yeah, so let's get to work. So I'm gonna plug it in here. It's my test light. It's gonna light up if there's connection through this cord. So then we'll go down to the brushes and I will short across the brushes. There's still no power. Oh, there's power. So what that tells me is the cord is good, which I doubt that cord's good. We're gonna find out when I put it back together. But either way, that says the switch is good and the cord is working. So that means there's something going on right here. So we'll go there. So now I'm gonna check the armature because I just don't believe it. So when I'm spinning this, it's checking all the posts on this, and my light will light up if it has good connection. It is not working. So now this is the armature. So I'm going to give the customer an estimate. And please do not try this at home. I've done a lot of it and I don't want you to get hurt. So something got wrapped around this and it broke all these little wires in here. Without these little wires, you can see them moving. I don't know if the camera can, but there's a little wire right there. And if this does not get power, that means there will be a dead spot. And when it hits this post, it'll stop spinning and you will not have a running clipper. Unfortunately, he broke all his wires, so he will need a new armature. Every single wire is broken. Either he got it too hot, which I don't believe because it's so clean, or he dropped it, or it sucked in amount of hair, but it looks a little clean for that, so I don't understand. But it does need an armature. So I talked to the customer. We're gonna go ahead and replace the cord. It isn't bad, but I like to replace it because it's kinked. So, you know, if you're mailing it in, I want to make sure it gets back to you safely and works correctly. But it is his choice because it does work, but he wanted the cord replaced. And here's an armature, original Oster part. We're gonna put this in there, and this thing will hum like no other. And then we'll sharpen the blade and make sure everything cuts good. He said he left this outside and it wasn't used for a while, so maybe it just deteriorated over time, or it might have been a manufacturer defect. I don't see that much, but it looks so new to me, I don't understand why there would be a problem. But he said he had to jump start it, so that means he would have to spin this fan, and some of these posts were working, but now they all don't work. Not one of them. Alright, now it's time to test the clipper. I got it all back together. That's a good start, guys. We got light. That means there's power. So now I spin this armature, and if you look at the light, there will never be any hesitation. If there was a bad post on this armature, it would show. So then we check the variable speed switch. If you look at the light, it goes dim. So that's good. This thing's gonna run like a champion. I mean, okay, so now it's back together. Put the screen in here. The seal on here. Well, we'll do that when we put the head on. So now I'm going to plug it in and see if it runs. Runs like a champion. Time to service the head. So what I'm looking for is if that shaft is messed up or this block has play in it, which it does, so I'll replace that. Now there is no play in it, it's not wobbling at all. That's good. So I check the gears and I check the shaft and I check the block and the yoke and everything that is assembled to it. The tensioner, make sure it's not broken. So this is going to be a good running clipper. Now it's just time to sharpen the blade and hope it cuts, because it will be super embarrassing. Okay, so now we got the blade on and we're gonna test it. So when you get sharpenings through Cloud Diamond Sharpening, my recommendations is tighten this knob all the way down. So go all the way down. There, it's all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then as it goes dull, you tighten it down a little bit each time. And then when it gets all the way down, it's time to get it sharpened, and don't run it when it goes all the way down. So now, sometimes it won't be 5 rotations, it could be less depending on how many times you got the blade sharpened. So for sure, feel and make sure this isn't loose. But usually I recommend 5 turns, and then as it goes dull, go a half a turn. As it goes dull, go half a turn, and once it goes all the way down, stop using it. You're damaging your clipper and your blade. So here we go. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not embarrassed today. It works. Okay, so keep watching, keep sending them in, subscribe. Have a good time watching. See you later.